everybody. We're back.
We're back, baby.
For another episode of Couple Talk.
With the Grace.
With the Grace. So, today's topic is... You gonna tell us?
It's your phone? You want me to read your phone?
Oh, I thought you were gonna tell us.
We ain't got no secrets. So, the topic today is, how do you move on from a relationship that has ended?
Yeah. So, we've been getting a lot of questions, a lot of people wanting to know our thoughts on, how do you move on from a relationship that has ended, whether it was a bad relationship, or the relationship wasn't going anywhere, or just simply like you experienced verbal abuse, or it could be physical abuse, but whatever the situation is, that relationship is now over, and you feel like you're ready to move on, but you don't know how to, and you're feeling like you can't find another person. A lot of times when you feel like you can't find another person, is because this person may have told you that you wouldn't be able to find anybody because
you got a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna be with you. You done picked up all that weight.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want you.
Because in relationships, that's what we do. I mean, you're happy with the person that you're with, so we may pick up a little bit of weight. We have kids now, or we may have had kids along the way. So, I was told that, just to kind of put that out there, that I was told that I wouldn't find anybody because I had kids. Nobody would want me, and I had
Somebody
picked up
told
weight.
you that?
Yeah, my ex-husband told me that, and I had picked up a little weight, but I was still thinking.
Your last mate, he a zero. A zero. Shout out to 615 exclusive.
But
Man.
yeah, so that's, those are some of the things that people lose their self-esteem over. One thing I will say is, you have to block out anything that's negative, anything that would bring you down. Start getting back to you. If you have kids, getting back to your kids. Date yourself. So if it was that you kept your hair up, you shopped, or you went out with your girlfriends, you went out of town. Yeah. Same for the guys,
Hop on the motorcycles, go ride.
Family time. If it took you away from your family in this relationship, you don't go to gatherings anymore. Whatever it is that you stop doing, get back to doing it. So whatever you were doing during that relationship that you kind of strayed away from people that you loved or things that you love to do, get back to doing those. You will find somebody who wants you with your kids, if that was the issue that someone told you and you feel like you weren't going to survive from that, or you won't make it, or you won't never be in another relationship. You will find somebody.
Because you found somebody, didn't you?
I did. He didn't want me at first.
No. She had 2 kids, man. And then me personally, y'all, I wanted to share that experience with somebody who didn't have one. I'm like, but she already had 2, and then she had been married too. I'm like, hell no. But I was like, you know what? So I was like, she's good. I was like, but I just trying to see what else is out there, So, me, I was back doing me and just trying to find more fish in the sea. And then, it wasn't nothing really out there, man. It's scarcity out there. So,
is that a word? Scarcity? That's his word, scarcity.
Well, I just made up one, and we're going to put it in the Urban Webster Dictionary.
Dictionary.com.
Yeah, man, but, the older I got, I really just thought about it. I was like, you know what? She ain't wild. She taking care of her kids, 2 of them, ain't asking me for no money, and she doing for herself. And I was like, you know what? It's a win-win situation. You know what I'm saying? And then I always look at the positive. I look at the positive. It's like, okay, now I'm finna have a child, and she already know how to raise the child. So I'm like, hey, okay. You think about some people, you trying to raise the child, and the mother just don't know because her mother hadn't told her just how to properly just, do things as mothers,
Yeah. So, yeah, just pretty much, never let people deter you. A lot of times in those relationships, also, you lose different goals that you may have set. How about let's go back and focus on those goals that you may have set, whether it was going back to school or you wanted to become a nurse. A lot of things that you let go to sacrifice for this relationship that you've been in and it went nowhere. If you focus on those things first, eventually you will find somebody. Like even with Corey, he dated me, but I could see that it was kind of issue that I had kids. I mean, he never made that known, but you can I could see it in his interaction with my kids. Yes, he interacted with them, but to me it wasn't at the extent that I wanted it to be. And of course, I know I would never marry a person or be with a person who just completely blocks out my kids. In my mind, I looked at it like he dated other people that had kids. So at that point, I realized he did have some things to mature on, and eventually he did. He did.
I didn't date them.
You didn't date who?
I didn't date them.
Oh, those people?
Yeah.
Oh, well, those queens.
There you go. That's the right word. The dating, you may think that's getting serious, like we finna go somewhere. I'm like, nah.
My bad. I gave him too much credit. I'm sorry.
Put too much sauce on there. Put too much sauce. Real some of that back. So crazy.
But yeah, anywho. But yeah, so yeah. Even not only will the person in the relationship, deter you from different things or make you feel like, you can't find anybody. Sometimes it's family that tells you, oh my gosh, you done had a baby by this person. Now this person is going on with their life, and now you're stuck with this baby. You had so much big dreams, big goals, and you were going to do this in life, and now you're just here, single mom raising this kid. You're becoming a statistic. So what? Yeah, you are a statistic, but let's make something of that statistic. Let's go out there and set yourself some goals, and let's accomplish those goals.
Break them down.
Yeah. My biggest thing, I went through a marriage, and during the marriage it was okay. We had some goals together, and then when it was time for us to separate, I had to get back to me. I had to get back to things that I wanted to do. I remember not going on certain trips with my homegirls because this person wasn't secure about the situation. So I had to get back to that part of me. And if you ever follow me during my times, even prior to Corey, I shook life. Like,
hold on, I don't mean to cut you off. So let me tell y'all, when I met her out here at the skate ring, and we going out. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I gotta go pick up my kids. Kids, wait a minute, kids. That's with plural. Wait a minute, 2? You got 2 kids? Man, she shaking life. I'm like, nah. But yeah, she had 2 kids. She would take care of her. She was holding it down, man. She was taking care of herself and still shaking life with 2 kids.
Yeah, that's one thing that I always tell people that have kids. Don't let go of yourself just because you have kids. I know a lot of the older generation will tell you, you can't finish. Like I had a great aunt that said, oh man, she done got down there, she done got to college and done had a baby. It was my junior year. And they kind of wanted me to come home, and I was like, nah, because y'all gonna mess up my 4-year term of college. So
did you graduate?
I did in 4 years. So never. I mean, some things work for certain people. The timing of the baby also helps in my favor. He came a week after we got out of school, my junior year of college. So everything kind of lined up the way it needed to be. But sometimes like I said, you have family members that'll tell you you're not gonna be this, you're not gonna be that. You use that as your ammunition to prove them wrong, not only for them but for yourself, to know that you can still accomplish anything in life that you want to, regardless of what the situation may look like. It's all about your inner self being. Also, talk to people who have moved on from relationships. I'm pretty sure you've heard friends or you've had close people that you're acquainted with that have talked about relationships that they were in, whether they were bad or good, that they moved on from and how they got out of them. With my relationship, if it's like a person is controlling or something like that, or you have to set a certain funds amount to the side to be able to move on or move out, plan that. Sierra had a song that says you always should have one bank account that he don't know about. You should. Not that I have one though, but
I know you do. But you know what? Kind word. Because if anything happened to me, you my backbone, so we Gucci. So I ain't worried about it. That's why.
But hey,
teamwork make dream work, baby.
When you're single and just dating, you need to have an account that person doesn't know about, because you're not on the same page all the time. And, that man doesn't owe you anything. That woman don't owe you anything. So you do still need to have yourself taken care of to a certain extent. I know some of you guys have dreams of being together forever, but hey, things do happen. Life does change. That person does change.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Time's still ticking.
So yeah, I would just say to anyone who's in a relationship and you've recently got out of one, you don't know how to leave if you're still stuck in one, but you see that it's going nowhere. Of course, that was our last video. Get out. Life is short.
Make a plan.
Life is too short to be stuck in a situation that you're not happy in. And know that when you make that move to get out, there is always better life ahead. Like, don't
Start
ever
looking
feel
for
like
another place to live.
Yeah, like
Seeing
get
how much
excited,
it
get your
is.
credit together. Like whatever it may be, get your credit together, get your bank account up. Go shopping, treat yourself, do a makeover. Whatever it takes for you to feel like you that ish, do it. I mean, that's basically all I have. You have anything else?
I gave my input.
Yeah. So, if there's anything, I think one of the last videos says something about kind of something along the same line. Someone left a comment. You know, how do you get out? How do you move on? You're just gonna have to have that self-talk. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, "Baby, I'm better than this. You're better than this. This is not the life that God had for me." Look yourself in the mirror. Stand in the mirror and say, "This is not what God wanted for me." If you're miserable and you're unhappy and you're in a relationship, but you keep saying you don't know how you can move on, you know how you can move on. You just have to do it.
It's hard.
It's like Nike. You just got to do it.
You gotta turn the other cheek, and then while they look, let me tell you, what you gotta do is wait till they go on to work. See, when you wait till they go to work,
that's another story. I could tell that in some future
wait
videos.
till they go to work, and they come back, and ain't none of your stuff down. Oh yeah.
Listen to
You
some
gone.
Beyonce, Irreplaceable, some Keisha Cole, some Monica. It helped me. Like, you know what? Listen to your gospel, like whatever it is that's gonna give you that to get up, get out, and get gone. Or if you're already gone,
faith comes by hearing and hearing of the words. So you got to put something in your ear for you to get that faith.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's something positive.
But I feel like you can do it. It's in you, and just think that this is not the life that God has for me. So
You're better than that.
That's all we have.
Make sure you guys subscribe to us. Follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you got any more comments, questions, anything you want us to talk about, please, please, please keep stopping me in Kroger's, running up on me in aisle 6 while I'm trying to get some noodles for my kids, talking about some topics you want.
Right.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Bye.
We out, y'all.